Hey partners, good afternoon. I wanted to take a quick minute to put together this quick video note to address a topic that I'm consistently asked about. If you look at the playlist of my current YouTube channel, there's actually a whole playlist dedicated to this consumer versus enterprise. There's some videos that I've posted myself with some tools that I've created, as well as some videos of an interview that I did with John Pomelo, our subject matter expert as far as mobility is concerned. But this topic comes up over and over and over again. And I put together this question pool along with some help from some people internally to share with you. And these are questions that you can tweak as your own and kind of rephrase them as your own and ask your end user customer about these, or ask your end user customer these questions, or something that you could share out in the industry via LinkedIn or something like that if you want to use this as material to have yourself be perceived as a subject matter expert to your end users, people who are following you. But so anyways, here's the top 10 questions that thought would be good ones to ask. Actually, there's number 11. There's a bonus one. So number one, will the unit survive the wear and tear of an enterprise use case? This seems very self-explanatory. However, it's something that a lot of people don't think of, or they think about that, oh, well, it's a free unit and I'll just get another one if mine breaks. I can budget for X number of these to equal the price of one of your units. There's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes as far as that question is concerned, especially if it's a subsidized carrier type device where they got it for free the first one, well, the second one's probably going to be full price. Those types of things. Number two, can the solution meet life cycle requirements? What this really gets down to is how long is the device in production? Not only the device, but also the accessories. If you think of the consumer grade devices out there, they're changing every 6 months, as well as maybe some of the accessories. Quite honestly, there aren't a lot of accessories for some of these consumer grade devices. So not only does the life cycle of the device, that the Zebra manufactures, range from 3 to 5 years, with service after that, we also have a full boat of accessories like vehicle cradles, other kinds of things that would differentiate us from a consumer type device. Does the solution truly meet current and future functional requirements? There's a lot to be said here. You see some stuff in parentheses here. Wireless performance. A lot of the consumer grade devices have less capable wireless radios built into them because they're not made to be in a roaming type environment. They're made to be stationary in a hotspot or something like that. If they do barcode scanning, it's probably via a camera, and the camera does not do a good job scanning barcodes. If you have to scan one barcode every now and again, I guess that's fine. But if you're doing a lot of repetitive scanning, the camera in a consumer device just doesn't cut it. Where our devices actually have a separate camera and a separate scanner. So two purpose-built modules within each device, or within the same device. Same thing with audio. The devices that we sell are made to be used in loud environments, can actually have the audio output to make sure that they're heard over top of a running truck engine or out in a shop floor, those kinds of things. And temperature. I left my iPad in my car a few weeks ago when it was 5 degrees outside. I went to go get it and take it inside, and it told me the temperature. It wouldn't turn on because it threw it into temperature protection mode. Those are the types of things that a lot of people don't quite think about until maybe after it's too late. Number four, will my solution be secure and maintain my data privacy? This is a critical one, and a lot of people are concerned about the integrity of their data. When I say that, for instance, if you get a traditional Android type device with a Google Play Store, same thing with a Apple device with the App Store, when you check those boxes, you're basically saying all the data that you have on there and that you transmit can become the property of either Google or Apple. That's a key concern that a lot of people don't think about. We have some devices, Android devices, that you can get with the Google mobile services or without. So we kind of give you your choice. Number five. Am I enabling IT to adequately manage and administer the device portfolio? A lot of these consumer grade devices weren't made for enterprise type applications, so they don't have MDM type solutions built around them, or even if they do, it may be something that's more watered down, not necessarily an MDM solution that's built for the enterprise type applications. Maybe multiple users, remote desktop, breadcrumbing, those kinds of things. Those are some things that might not be included, or typically aren't included with consumer-based devices, or even the capability is not there with a consumer-grade device. Picture's in the way. Do I have the mind share of the supplier? Oops. Do I have the mind share of the supplier to adequately support me when things don't go as planned? I mean, I guess you try calling Apple. You try calling Samsung. You know, for my personal device, I've gone to the Genius Bar at the Apple Store and gotten help quite a few times, and it's worked out great. But you know, that's one person, me, with one device. It's not where I'm a IT help desk guy who's supporting multiple devices out in the field. Totally different. You know, a purpose-built device like ours. You know, we've thought about those things. We've got the toll-free help desk. Same thing with our distributors. All have you know, support programs or support numbers you can call if things don't go as planned. Number 7, I kind of clicked ahead. You know, have I truly vetted out the issues accompanying a multi-piece solution? What this really goes towards is the multi-piece solution, kind of like, you know, if you've got a consumer-grade phone and you need an OtterBox case, or you need a built-in scanner, so you've got a tethered barcode scanner or a sled that the device actually slides into. When they talk about the, you know, issues accompanying, meaning, okay, does the sled pull battery power off of the main battery? Does it have a separate battery that you have to manage? Is there a situation where the plug-in connector doesn't quite line up because you're using like a protective case, so you can't actually plug it into the connector on the bottom very easily? My son's iPhone has that problem right now, actually. So it's something that's, these are things that are truly questions that you got to make sure are answered and make sure the end user is aware of before they make their decision. Have I considered secondary issues like device theft? I mean, pretty self-explanatory. Obviously, a Android type phone or an iPhone are probably more appealing to someone to steal versus more of a purpose-built, ruggedized device. While our devices are extremely rugged and durable, they may not be perceived to be as sexy as some of the consumer-grade devices out there. Will my supplier enable me to adequately plan ahead? You know, roadmap visibility. Definitely for us. You know, we can show you roadmaps looking out into the future. We have a device that just kind of goes along with life cycle requirements. You know, we've got life cycles, you know, multiple year life cycle of our devices versus, you know, 6 months, you know, for a lot of consumer grade devices, maybe 1 year for Apple. You know, obviously planning ahead, that's key when you are a enterprise trying to roll out a project, roll out some sort of project. I mean, you know, there's been plenty of times where I've seen where an end user, you know, they're not even going to finish their rollout. They may start it today and not finish it for 9 months. Well, you know, if that's a consumer grade device, they'll have a full rev or maybe 2 revs of a device before they even finish rolling out. You know, so that's a key consideration. You know, number 10, will my developers and third-party RSVs have adequate programming access or API access? With our devices, definitely yes. I mean, you've got full control to control the scanner, camera, different kinds of things, all programmatically. I think with you know, consumer Android devices, you probably got that same capability there, especially if it's maybe a jailbroken version, I guess. But with Apple, I'm not sure about that answer. But obviously, with a purpose-built device like ours, it's unequivocally, there's no doubt. And then number 11, the bonus one. Am I confident that the solution will be reliable enough as to not impact employee productivity or customer experience? I saved, you know, in some respects, the best for last, because a lot of what these devices are being put out in the field for are, you know, to improve productivity or to get visibility to a process, those kinds of things, or maybe even customer experience. You know, the end users who have a device like this in a customer's hands, they want to make sure that it's not going to impact their customer experience, because obviously that's going to impact the bottom line then. All these devices, or all these questions we went over them at a very high level. There's even more underneath the covers, more detail that could be discussed. But I want to give you these 10, 11 questions to either ask yourself when you're going into an end user situation, or share these with your end user, either as your own if you'd like, take the credit for them, to see if you can, you know, get a potential opportunity to go in our direction, get swayed into the rugged device type section. Anyways, hope you found this list helpful, and we'll catch you next time.